What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. Guys, right now I'm watching the Tigers. They scored on a wild pitch or a pass ball. I don't know how they scored it. It's 1-0 right now against Houston right now, and Cabrera's up. They might walk him, but we're going to go ahead and see how it's doing here. I'm probably might give a little bit of analysis here as I go along, but I don't know if at the end of the day I'm going to be doing a Tigers video because it's really hard to stay up till midnight and give a fan's analysis of the game. So looks like a double play by Cabrera. It's going to score another run, so it's going to be 2-0 here. But guys, kind of really what I want to talk about today, and it's probably going to be a pretty heavily edited video, is the Detroit Lions start the OTAs today. And I've got a couple things here on my index card that I want to talk about. So let's go ahead and get started. And guys, Alex Carter, who used to be a cornerback for the Lions, he went ahead and he moved to safety. With the Detroit Lions getting some new crop in for the cornerbacks, he decided, or the Lions coaching staff decided to probably move him to safety. It was a good idea by Detroit and by him probably to put on some weight. He did put on some weight and to move to the safety position to try to get in with Killebrew and a couple of the other folks and Quinn to try to get a spot there. I don't know if he's going to make it or not. Only time will tell. But yeah, he put on some weight. I guess from the MLive report that I watched, he did look good. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Now, today was only the first day. It was no pads, only the jerseys on, and I believe the helmets, and that's all they did. They did a couple of different scenarios with all the groups today, and I'm just going off of what MLive has said, excuse me. But it looks like the Alex Carter is going to try to be a safety instead of a quarterback, because I think it probably puts him in the best position to do it. But guys, we're just going to have to go ahead and see how he does in OTAs and see if he makes the team. The next bullet point that they had on the MLive report was TJ Lang. They said that he is coming back from, I believe it was hip surgery, if I remember right. I didn't jot it down here. He said he's rehabbing. He's probably not going to be ready until training camp comes around. But I don't know if he was there at the OTAs or not. It kind of alluded to that he was, but it didn't really come. I'm just going off of what I'm looking at based on the MLive article. Again, I'm probably going to be a broken record saying MLive. But it looks like he's rehabbing. They did a couple of different scenarios with the whole offensive line. It wasn't a real good look at the offensive line because of TJ Lang. He's not there, obviously. But Lang and Tomlinson, I believe he needs to step up. You guys have realized if you watch any Detroit Lions stuff that he was pretty much a revolving door at the, I believe it was the right guard spot. Stafford had to scramble around and kind of get rid of the ball, I think a little bit more prematurely than what he wanted to. But that, to me, kind of stood out. It didn't say it in the report. I'm just going off of memory from last season. But I think Laken Tomlinson needs to step up his game. So we're just going to have to wait and see if that works out. Travis Swanson is back at center for the Detroit Lions. You guys all know, I guess it was a pretty nasty concussion. I guess he had some reoccurring issues with it instead of coming back from his comeback year. I can't remember what he was out for in the first place, but by week 13, I guess he was still having some issues, so they decided to pull him. I guess he's been cleared now to do that, so that's good to see. And I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing this name correctly, and I apologize if I don't. Golladay, the report said that he looks good. Excuse me. Let me grab my Post-it note card here. It said that he caught most of the balls that were thrown his way, if not all the balls that were thrown his way. That's a good sign because the team, and I'm going to kind of go on here a little bit more, the team had 28 drop balls. Ebron and Jones, I guess Marvin Jones didn't do too well. They dropped some balls in OTA practice, but they're still kind of rusty just coming back after a few months off. But I hope this isn't a kind of a repeating thing. They were third in the league with drop balls behind, I believe it was the Raiders, and there was one other team. I can't remember who the other team was. But 28 drop balls throughout the season are what people, the statisticians said were drop balls. It's kind of concerning, guys. So hopefully the wide receiver core can step up their game. And Quandre Diggs is back also, guys. I think he did an okay job for what he did. They did say he did look a little bit rusty for his first time back in OTAs and all that. Another thing, maybe the rust will come off as he keeps going through OTAs and all that. Now, all of this is voluntary, by the way. All the healthy guys look like that they were back, according to the MLive report. Again, MLive report. So that's a good sign that a lot of the Detroit Lions players were there. And guys, one last thing. Amir Abdullah was back. He didn't have a no-contact jersey on. Now, it said in the report that he had a shoulder injury. And, guys, my memory sucks. I can't remember what shoulder injury that he had, but it did say he did have a shoulder injury. They did say it was kind of surprising that he didn't have it on. He may have it on when he gets pads on and all that to try to keep that shoulder from being re-injured. I don't know if he had surgery on it or not. Again, my memory sucks, and my memory escapes me if he did. But I'm sure you guys will let me know down in the comments if he did or not. But other than that, guys, it sounded like it was a pretty good day at OTAs. They interviewed Jake Rudock, too, which I did not get to at this point. I'm going to probably do another video on that. Just a real quick video, not anything big or anything like that. Just going to give what he said. And I'm actually looking forward to see him in the preseason. Hopefully he gets the number 2 spot. But we're just going to have to wait and see how that all turns out, guys. But, guys, that's pretty much all I got. I mean, I went off of the MLive report. And I can't remember who the guy's name was. I probably could look it up here real quick, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, MLive is MLive. You probably guys are going to get the same thing from the Detroit News, the Detroit Free Press, the Grand Rapids Press, pretty much anywhere at this point. I am actually kind of excited for football to come back so we can see how the Lions are going to do, and hopefully they can make the playoffs again and actually win another playoff game. But, guys, it's too early to tell that right now. It only was the first day of OTAs, but I'm kind of excited to get some Lions news out and see how the players are doing. But, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Also, do a like, subscribe, and punch that share button to share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, kind of whatever you guys want to do also. Kind of get me some exposure out there. I would really appreciate it. Guys, like I said, let me know what you guys think. And as always, guys, I'm kind of paying attention to the Tigers game, trying to listen to it and not really focusing. Sorry, guys. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to get some more Detroit Lions stuff out there for you. A couple of people have said that they kind of want this stuff along with the Detroit Tiger stuff and along with some beer review stuff. I'm probably going to keep staying on the beer review stuff, but keep on my Wednesday and Saturday night beer reviews. But, guys, let me know what you guys think. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces, guys. Have a good night.